He's very versatile.
I agree with that.
Alright, so as far as overrated, look, I'm gonna let you know right now, you can be as mad as you wanna be, and I'm gonna get close. The answer is Hulk Hogan. I don't care. I don't. Look. Let me keep going. Look, and the people that get upset at this, I'ma know how old you are off rip, because nobody under the age of 35 gives a damn about Hulk Hogan. Hulk Hogan, I don't care how much of a draw he was back then. I don't care this, that, brother. I don't care, bro. The man is dog shit in the ring. Yeah, he can't. I'm mad they had Shawn Michaels lose to that man at SummerSlam. That's why Shawn Michaels did what he did in that match, because you know damn well Shawn Michaels shouldn't have lost that match to no Hulk Hogan. Talking about brother this and brother that. Don't nobody care about Hulk Hogan. Okay, he's buns. He was good for y'all era, but in any other era, buns. I'm not trying to hit that leg drop. You can get it out of here. Period. That a leg drop as a finishing move, not trying to hit.
Man, oh man. It can't get any worse than this, right? It can't be.
Ultimate Warrior than Hulk Hogan.
Buzz.
Hogan was terrible. I'm not going. The only good thing he contributed was NWO, and he wasn't even the maker of that. That was Scott Hall and Nash. That was Scott Hall and Nash. If we really talking, he ruined NWO. That's if we really want to talk. It is what it is. All right. And for my second overrated,
man, oh man. This Hulk Hogan slander is outrageous. We're going to talk about this Hulk Hogan slander, but before we get into the video, make sure you smash that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to turn those post notifications on so you can join Noti gang. And let's jump into the video. Cue the intro.
Bitch said that I'm a dub, I called that bitch a clown. Girl, you was supposed to have my heart, but girl, you knocked it down. Bro stuck inside the den, cause we can't put our pistols down. Caught him on that block, you try run when shots hit the ground. Retaliation for my brothers, it just won't stop. We dressing up a picture that they turned to mugshot. We lost Shosha in his body, know them slugs high. His mama told him he gon' pay if he stand on that block. Call my Glock a rapper, that bitch spin rounds. Remo put a switch up on that Glock, it jump around.
Where you at,
Mash? I don't love myself, it bring me down. Oh yeah, we young and dumb, we used to fight and now we blinking niggas down. We do this shit for real, we young and dumb, hopped in that field. Shooting shit for real, he take action.
So if y'all can see in that clip, they're just slandering Hulk Hogan's name. Hulk Hogan is one of the greatest wrestlers of all time. Some people might even consider that man the GOAT. The dude was Michael Jordan in his era. Now look, we have to just break a couple of things down. One thing that my guy Heiberg mentioned was that Hulk Hogan wouldn't succeed in this era, right? There's a lot of wrestlers from the Ruthless Aggression era, the Attitude era, that wouldn't succeed in this era, and I don't think Hulk Hogan, matter of fact, I do think Hulk Hogan would succeed to some extent. He would. For example, right, Shaquille O'Neal, he was dominant back in his day, right? But his play style wouldn't translate to today's era where it's more, spread, you have to shoot the ball and things of that nature. So I understand where he's coming from in terms of Hulk Hogan probably wouldn't succeed in today's era. But to sit up here and say he's trash, and to some extent, again, I do believe Hulk Hogan can succeed in this era to some extent. Do I think he would be the megastar he was back in the day in today's era? No, there's not a chance. But could he work a little bit? For sure. But to sit up here and call this man trash, just a horrible wrestler. First of all, Hulk Hogan to me is a very underrated wrestler. He's not that bad as people make him out to be. 1 out of 10. And in terms of in-ring ability, I would give a Hulk Hogan 6. Listen, I've seen a lot of banger matches from Hulk Hogan. Second, the fact that you're not even going to put this man on a Mount Rushmore of wrestling is straight blasphemous. Blasphemous. Hulk Hogan, I feel like if you take Hulk Hogan out of wrestling in its history, wrestling wouldn't be as it is now. There wouldn't be a Stone Cold Steve Austin. There wouldn't be a Roman Reigns. There wouldn't be a John Cena, The Rock, and people of that nature. to sit up here and call this man just trash, horrible, and things of that nature is straight up blasphemous. 2, Hulk Hogan could cut a hell of a promo. 3rd, Hulk Hogan was a draw. That is significant to a legacy, because, for example, LeBron. What made LeBron so good is that he was able to attract fans. He was able to pit butts into seats. John Cena's able to do, like last night. John Cena carried Raw last night. The fact, if you can have that ability, you are definitely one of the greatest. There's not a lot of people that can draw fans in. Hulk Hogan did that back in the 80s, back in his era. Again, not everyone would succeed in certain eras. For example, I truly believe that Stone Cold Steve Austin wouldn't succeed in this PG era. He just wouldn't. But back in his era, he would, because that's his era. Every era is different. Not everyone would succeed. Again, Shaquille O'Neal wouldn't succeed in this era. He just wouldn't, because his play style wouldn't fit this era. Okay, so again, not everyone's going to succeed in everyone's era. So you only can base someone based off their era, and based off Hulk Hogan's era. Hulk Hogan was one of the greatest, and not even this era, but just in wrestling in general, should be on that Mount Rushmore. Like, do we have to go through his accolades? First of all, I think he's one of the reasons why WCW was a success. He helped WWE tremendously, because without Hulk Hogan, I don't think WrestleMania is what it is today. Hulk Hogan made WrestleMania as big as it is. Man, it's a 12-time WWF and WCW champion. He, I think, single-handedly put NWO on the map. I think if you take out Hulk Hogan, I don't think NWO is as big as it is now. And the fact that bro, this Hulk Hogan slander, it gets to me, because people just try to discredit this man as this man didn't make wrestling what it is today. And can we talk about some of the banger matches that he put on? WrestleMania 6 versus the Ultimate Warrior. That match was a banger. Him against the Rock at Mania, a banger. Shawn Michaels, when he fought Shawn Michaels at SummerSlam, even though Shawn Michaels was definitely overselling, and I understood why he was overselling, I did enjoy that match. And him versus Andre the Giant, like, I mean, this man has so much accolades, and the fact that people can just sit here and slander his name is straight blasphemous. I won't take this Hulk Hogan slander. I refuse to take this. This is just utterly disrespectful to just slander this man's name like that, bro. I won't take it. This man has had way too much of an impact on wrestling and WCW and WWE. Even had a run in New Japan, and to sit up here and call this man trash, no, I won't take it. I refuse to let this Hulk Hogan slander just go on. Now look, do I think Hulk Hogan is the greatest of all time? No, I think Triple H, the Game, is the greatest of all time. But do I feel like if WWE were to have a Mount Rushmore of all the greatest wrestlers of all time, Hulk Hogan, I would 100% believe Hulk Hogan would be on that list. I don't know what order he would be in, but he would definitely be on the Mount Rushmore. Hulk Hogan has done way too much for the wrestling community, and I feel like, now look, I'm young, but I feel like people that's even younger, that didn't even grow up on Hulk Hogan, just don't like Hulk Hogan for some reason. I don't know what's up. People that grew up in the PG era, just for some reason, a lot of them just hate Hulk Hogan. I don't know why, but this Hulk Hogan slander needs to stop. This is at one point a guy that was one of the biggest celebrities and one of the biggest icons in sports entertainment history. Okay, Hulk Hogan, bro, this man can probably still sell out maybe a stadium. This man names hold too much weight for people to just be slandering like this. I just won't let it happen. Again, this is a guy that held the WWE Championship for 4 years, the third longest reign ever. This is a man that main evented the first 9 WrestleManias. No one can say that in WWE. No one can say I main evented the first 9 WrestleManias. He made him in 9 WrestleManias. And can we talk about some of his feuds with one of the greats, Andre the Giant, Randy Savage, Roddy Piper, Macho Man? Like, I can go on and on. Even The Undertaker, Stone Cold Steve Austin, Ric Flair. Like, this man has had one of the great careers in wrestling of all time. This guy is mainstream, and the fact that people are sitting up here and just slandering his name is crazy, because, like, when you watch Hulk Hogan, it's like a cartoon character in a way. Like, he really connects. Like, he can play a babyface, he can play a heel. Like, Hulk Hogan is an all-around superstar in his era. So we're not going to sit up here and just try to discredit this man or call this man trash. We're not. No, bruh. I refuse to let Hulk Hogan name just get slandered like this. He made WCW he pit WCW a bit over him. Ric Flair, they definitely helped WCW. So I just refuse to. And this is a guy that he went from wrestling, he transitioned to Hollywood, one of the first pro wrestlers to do that. Like, I mean, he pretty much set up the wrestling industry. Wrestling, dip into acting, and like, come on now, look at The Rock. He went to the WWE to now one of the biggest actors in the world. John Cena did the same thing. Stone Cold Steve Austin did it for a little while. So we're just not going to act like that Stone Cold Steve Austin didn't really plant the blueprint for superstars in 2022. I mean, come on now. Like, we're just not going to sit here and act like Hulk Hogan is trash or not one of the greatest to ever do it. I refuse to let that go. But that's all I have for you guys today. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you smash that like button. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to turn those post notifications on so you can join Naughty Gang. And I'm out. Peace.
They doubted me, man, I just wanna make it. I gotta keep going, I can't make time and waste it. Sometimes I wanna quit, no. I just wanna see my niggas come from a bad environment. Where the young niggas look up the old heads, committing crimes and shit. No, I can't get my soul lift. Make them then buy my block, then I'm gon' flip it all again. Told her, bro, they cool to live like us. They see some drugs and they gon' jump right out the guns. Man, I told all my little bros the streets ain't fun. A legend in the drag game, man, I can die with none. Don't wanna go outside to watch my back, nigga. It's still fuck 12, they just wanna go around and attack niggas. Man, I cut off the little hoes, they just distract niggas. Build up a stool up in my crib and just make tracks with it. You doubted me.